Have you ever been lying in bed late at night when suddenly your brain drags out a memory you wish had stayed buried forever? A moment when you said something awkward, did something embarrassing, or made a mistake that still makes your stomach twist even years later. You try to ignore it and tell yourself it does not matter anymore. But the more you try to stop thinking about it, the louder that memory becomes inside your mind. Maybe it was a moment in school when everyone laughed at something you said, or a meeting at work where you said the wrong thing and wished you could disappear. What makes it even stranger is that these memories almost always appear when you are alone at night. And it feels as if your mind is intentionally replaying your worst moments like a movie you cannot pause. So why does your brain choose the quietest moment of the day to remind you of your most uncomfortable memories? And why do these embarrassing moments feel so much bigger inside your mind than they actually were in real life? Today we are going to uncover the hidden psychology behind this strange mental habit. And by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why your mind does this and how to finally stop it. Your brain is trying to protect you from future mistakes. Imagine touching a hot stove as a child and instantly pulling your hand away in pain. That painful experience becomes a powerful lesson your brain stores so you never repeat that mistake again. Your mind treats social embarrassment in a very similar way. Even though the danger is emotional instead of physical, the brain still wants to protect you from repeating it. When you replay an embarrassing moment at night, your brain is actually analyzing the situation. It is asking questions like, what went wrong, and how can we avoid this happening again? For example, imagine someone who told an awkward joke at a party and everyone went silent. Years later, their brain might replay that moment so they become more careful about what they say in social situations. To your mind, this is not torture, but training. It is a strange way of trying to make you socially smarter and more aware. The problem is that the brain does not always know when the lesson has already been learned, so it sometimes repeats the same memory again and again long after it has served its purpose. 2. Nighttime silence gives your thoughts too much power. During the day, your brain is constantly busy with conversations, work, phones, and noise. All these distractions act like walls that keep uncomfortable thoughts locked away in the background. But when night arrives, everything suddenly becomes quiet, and that silence gives your hidden thoughts the perfect opportunity to come forward. Your brain finally has space to process emotions it ignored throughout the day. And unfortunately, embarrassing memories are often the first ones to appear. Think of your mind like a crowded office where everyone is shouting at the same time. When the room finally becomes silent, the quietest voice suddenly becomes the loudest. This is why people often overthink more at night than at any other time of the day, because there is nothing else competing for your attention. The darkness and quiet environment make your thoughts feel more intense, which is why a small embarrassing moment can suddenly feel enormous when you are lying awake in bed. Your brain has a built-in negativity bias. Human brains are not naturally designed to focus on happy moments. They are designed to focus on problems and potential threats. Psychologists call this the negativity bias. It means your mind naturally pays more attention to negative experiences than positive ones. For example, you might receive 10 compliments during the day and only 1 criticism. But hours later, the only thing your mind remembers is that single negative comment. Embarrassing memories trigger this bias very strongly, because they involve fear of rejection or social judgment. In ancient times, being rejected by your group could mean losing protection and survival. So the brain evolved to take social mistakes very seriously. That ancient survival system still exists inside your mind today, which is why your brain treats a small, awkward moment as if it were a life-threatening event. 4. Your mind is trying to repair your self-image. Everyone has an image of themselves inside their mind, a belief about who they are and how others see them. Maybe you see yourself as confident, intelligent, or socially skilled. But an embarrassing moment can suddenly challenge that identity. When that happens, your brain starts replaying the situation like a detective investigating a crime. It tries to understand how the event happened and how to repair your self-image. For example, imagine someone who believes they are always professional at work. If they make a mistake during a presentation, their brain may replay it repeatedly. This replay is the mind trying to restore the identity it believes in. It wants to figure out how to prevent that identity from being damaged again. The strange thing is that most people around you have already forgotten the moment completely. But your brain continues analyzing it because it feels personally important. Your mind confuses memory. with current reality? One of the most fascinating things about the human brain is that it cannot perfectly separate memory from reality. When you vividly remember an event, your brain partially experiences the emotions again. This is why remembering an embarrassing moment can still make your heart beat faster, even if the event happened many years ago. Your brain is essentially replaying the emotional recording stored in your memory, and that emotional replay can feel surprisingly real. At night, when your mind is calm and focused, these memories become even more vivid, which is why they sometimes appear stronger than they ever did during the actual moment. But here is the important truth most people never realize. Your brain is exaggerating the importance of these memories far more than reality ever did. In most cases, the people involved barely remember the event at all, while your brain continues replaying it simply because it wants to protect and improve you. So the next time your mind brings up an embarrassing memory while you are trying to sleep, instead of feeling frustrated, remember that your brain is simply trying to learn and protect you. Understanding this can instantly reduce the power those memories have over you. Because once you realize what your mind is doing, the fear behind the memory begins to fade. And slowly over time, those embarrassing moments start to feel less like painful memories and more like small lessons that helped shape the person you are today. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And be sure to press the bell icon so you get a notification for every new video. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Stay tuned for the next video, and we'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care.